Oh, it always surprises me when that happens. Need some music, because I think we're live. What's going on, everybody? I get surprised every time. The trials and tribulations of trying to do this live and all by myself. I just got the notification we are live, so we are here. I'm starting to wonder if I actually really do honestly get nervous about doing these. I mean, I think I do. But I think it's also the fact that generally, except for last Thursday...
Head said, oh, hello.
Oh, hello there. The chat's going already, I can tell. But generally, I'm doing the show like, right after my workout. And I work out pretty hard and fast. And yes, I do have
Frontboard 457 said, happy day.
Happy day to somebody. With a workout drink inside of me. So I think that might be making me think that I'm a little more nervous for these things than I really am. You'd think I'd get used to them at this point. I was thinking about my dad during my workout today. Shout out to my dad if he's watching. I don't know if he is. I was thinking about him because he just went through shoulder replacement surgery, and he's already had his other shoulder done and his two knees. And I'm like kind of nervous about, my genetics. Like, am I going to have a bunch of replacement parts when I get older? So I was trying to take care of myself during my workout today and make sure that all my joints and parts last, because I don't want to go through what he went through. I'll tell you what he went through in a second. But first,
welcome to the Blind Surfer Show.
Yeah, so my dad, it was just the end of last week. He went through this shoulder replacement surgery, and I texted him, and he said he was like not going good. It was bad. And, as you can imagine, they cut you open, they take out your shoulder, and then they put in some plastic parts in there, and he's like, it hurts. It hurts a lot. And I'm like, yeah, I bet. But that's apparently what he was trying to tell the nurses afterwards. And somewhere along the line, they didn't notice that his neuroblocker feed that was supposed to be cutting out the pain was pinched. The line going from the IV to him was pinched. So he was actually, right after shoulder replacement surgery, cut, snip, cut, stick things in there, sew you back up. He didn't have any painkillers after that. Which, I know we got some nurses in the audience, some of the regulars out there are nurses. Like, how does that happen? Like, how does that actually happen that your patient goes through a crazy surgery? Like he said, it was the most pain he'd ever felt in his life. So, I don't know if he's listening or if he's asleep. I'd probably be asleep for 5 days after that. But, hi, Dad. Hope you're doing well. Hope I never have to go through that. He's got 2 fake shoulders now, 2 fake knees, had quintuple bypass surgery. I'm trying to eat healthy and work out and exercise and stay safe because I don't want to have a bunch of fake parts.
Already lost the genetic lottery.
Yeah, we lost the genetic lottery. I got the chat rolling.
And Evergreen X7440 said, happy birthday, Pete.
It's not my birthday. I noticed someone in the chat.
3204 said, happy birthday.
Oh, crap. Everybody thinks it's my birthday. We're not even close to my birthday right now.
MF Angel said, how is everyone doing?
Dank MF Angel, welcome everybody to the chat.
At HonkU5D said, happy birthday.
Whose birthday is it? I want to find out whose birthday it is because it's not my birthday.
4422 said, my dad's birthday is today.
Okay, well, happy birthday to your dad.
At Logan Gwen said, I have a birthday, TMR.
All right, happy birthday tomorrow. Did you get?
At Peter Parker Stark said, I just popped in to say happy birthday, Pete.
It's not my. What?
I can't stay, but happy birthday.
How? Where? How did this rumor start that it's my birthday?
Said that's not acceptable.
I don't even know what today is. Today's
have to always check in with patients.
February. Yeah, that's what I thought. Joni, you're a nurse, right?
At HWM
apparently.
Said, oh.
Yeah, I don't know whose birthday it is. Maybe we can figure that out later. Joni, you were a nurse, and I guess he told the nurse, he's like, it hurts, and she's like, yeah. You just had surgery, but they didn't notice that the damn IV was pinched. Anyway, that's crazy. I don't know whose birthday it is. I don't know if you guys noticed, if you regulars out there, you have a different voice tonight. The text, which is already on fire tonight.
At HonkU5D said, I swore it said birthday party.
No, one-man party.
At Thievery Thing Gus said, what did the buffalo say to his son while he was leaving?
What did the buffalo say to his son while he was leaving?
At Anthony Hurst,
well, now I have to wait for the answer.
Party popper emoji.
Yeah, I just said it's a one-man party.
At Joni BC said, "Yep."
Yeah, I see the confusion. What did someone do something on the thumbnail that made it look like a birthday party? I was just saying it's a one-man party because I'm alone tonight. It's just me and my goofy red chicken right here. Hey, did you guys survive Valentine's Day? We were talking last week. It was Red Tuesday. There's like more breakups on Red Tuesday than any other day of the year because relationships that are kind of new. People don't want to, spend money or like kind of fake it on Valentine's Day. So Red Tuesday's a big breakup day. Valentine's Day was Saturday. Let me tell you this. I got Banana some flowers for Valentine's Day. And first of all, they were outrageously expensive between the flowers, the delivery. Tax in California is always fun. And I tipped the delivery person. It was close to $200. And they didn't deliver them until after, it was close to 5 o'clock. It might have been a little bit past 5 o'clock. I'm talking about 5 o'clock in the after evening. Now, I told Banana, you know, I would have been nice if it could have been a surprise, but I got halfway through the day and I'm like, I got something coming for you. And we went out and we did some things and I kept checking in to see if it was going to be delivered and nothing. So we actually went out to grab some food. And at like 5 o'clock, I got the notification that the flowers were finally delivered. Now, is that, I mean, I guess it is what it is. The flower delivery company is very busy on Valentine's Day, I guess. But let's see, I'm getting some messages already. These are personal messages. Got to check these ones. Why is my audio not on? Voiceover on. It's not my birthday. Now Brooks is saying happy. It's not my birthday. It's just I'm having a party by myself. You all suck. It's not, I'll tell you when it's my birthday. Today is not my birthday. Hi Brooks. Thanks for watching the stream. I don't know why everybody thinks it's I'm just having a party, just me and my chicken, just hanging out. But like, should I I don't know. I feel bad because I know they're the flower company. It's like when they make most of their money is on Valentine's Day, and they're probably doing their best. But delivery after 5 o'clock. If I wasn't in a long-term relationship with Banana and I was trying to impress her, I'd be like, "It's coming. I swear it's coming. It's coming at some point. I promise. You're gonna get a gift." Let's see what Brooks says now. Is he gonna be busting my balls?
7 p.m. 3 notification. Try again.
He says.
No, Brooks Ventures. I was joking.
He was joking. All right. But everybody else, I don't know. How many people know it's my birthday now?
At
People.
Siffish1 said, "Happy birthday, Pete."
Thanks, Brooks. That's Brooks Siffish1 right there. It's
At Dankmf Angel
Dankmf
said, "Spent
Angel.
over 100 on flowers, lol."
Yeah, it was close to 200. It was like 197
At
for the
Arcangela
flowers. I
Lava
mean,
said, "God told me to tell you he's going to restore your bison. I'm a celebrity Instagram prophet. Listen to Same God by Elevation Worship and to
What
Good
is-
Not to Believe Victory by Elevation Worship Banana."
all right. I mean, I thought I was going to
And
get my
It's Just
vision
Possessed Spider
restored.
said, "Pete, or your birthday is today,
It's
and
not
that is
my
so
birth-
cool."
You're all killing me. It's not my birthday today.
At
My birthday is in June.
457 said, "Oh."
Oh, to you too.
At
Devil's
Devils.Advocate
Advocate.
2354 said, "Hi, Brooks."
They're just saying hi to each other. I think I started to say, I get distracted with the robot voices going, but I started to say, there's a new voice. You chatters have a new voice. The other one, remember last week it kept cutting out and cutting out and cutting out, and I had to get up, and I mean, it was good exercise for me, and you guys got to see my butt a lot, but I don't want that. So I was told by the creator of the program, it's called Castor Labs Caffeinated, that it's possibly the Google voice that was crapping out. I had a Google Translate voice. This
At Frontward 457
Frontward
said, "Hi,
457
Brooks."
said hi. Everybody's saying hi to Brooks. Brooks is
At
not.
the Goose of
Brooks
Knowledge
is
said, "Hello, Brooks."
not the rubber chicken. Brooks is in the chat though. It's
At
Siffish1.
Siffish1 said, "Hey, guys."
Hey guys. The new voice is a Microsoft Edge voice, and I don't know if you like her. She's a little bit faster than the other one, and hopefully she'll stick around for the whole show tonight. Anyway, I know I said it's a call-in show. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something that's kind of mean. I'm going to cycle through a couple of the early callers because I feel like a lot of cheaters call up early and then it's the regular people that call before the show even starts. The number is 760-517-6844. You can tell by the graphic right there. Oh, you know what? I can actually put it, let's see, I can put the number up on the screen when we're taking phone calls, which is right now, 760-517-6844. Hey, who's this?
Hello.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can indeed. Who's this?
This is Sebastian from Vermont.
What's going
Pleasure
on?
to finally get a hold of you.
Well, glad to finally hear from you. Have we never spoken before?
We have never spoken before. I think I'm known as Solaris542 in the chat.
Cool. Are you in? Are you in there tonight? Were you in there bright and early chatting with all the regulars?
Yeah, I don't know why, but my video isn't up to speed right now.
Oh, it's kind
of weird.
It's a little slow. It's delayed a little bit. There's a button I can press that is like super low latency, so it's exactly on time, but that can cause some issues with the stream. And if you've been watching for a while, I want as few issues as possible, so I'll take the lag over a cutout.
Yeah.
What's going
Yeah,
on
I
in
was there for the whole thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I mean, actually, you know, it's kind of forced me to just go to YouTube horizontal, the one that we're on tonight. But I actually kind of like that because it's putting all the chatters in the same place at the same time, and I like the horizontal feed because I got my chicken over here, and you guys can see that. So I'm hoping for stability and you know, just to have no more problems going forward. But what's going on in a freezing cold, I assume, Vermont tonight?
Oh yeah, it is freezing cold. Not much going on. I mainly called because I have a quick question for you.
Cool.
Kind of a weird one.
I like weird questions.
This one is kind of about when you were losing your sight a little bit.
Yeah.
You saw with two eyes at one point, correct?
Yeah, I think my eyes deteriorated at about the same rate. I think my right one went a little faster than the left, but not terribly noticeably.
Okay, I was mainly curious, like, how that's like because I was born with a full retinal detachment in my right eye.
Oh, so
So
no.
I've never had the experience of seeing out of two.
Yeah, I you know,
Kind of weird.
I've never experienced just one. I know one of my cousins is legally blind in one eye, and it apparently messes up his depth perception a little bit. I don't know what that. Yeah, I don't know what that experience is like because they really did. I noticed that throughout my life when my eyesight was crapping out, I used to lean in and turn my head to the right, so I would depend on my left eye a little bit more. But it wasn't. It was, I mean, I still had the stereoscopic vision as far as I could tell. Now, can you drive? Can you get a driver's license with just vision out of one eye?
I can drive, actually. I have my license right in my pocket, actually, here. I drive a fair amount. Weird thing is, though, is, like, if I'm trying to reverse, I have to go over the right side and lean back so I'm to look out of the back left window there. So
Yeah.
it's a little weird, but it works.
Is there a test for that? Like, do they test your depth perception or no? They just tell you to read the letters.
Surprisingly not. Not up here anyway. I don't know why. I feel like they should have, but I haven't grasped yet, so I guess that's something.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I heard that was an issue. I never got a driver's license and I've never had the vision in just one eye, but somewhere along my life, I heard that having vision in one eye makes it a little more dangerous to drive. But I assume since you've had it from birth, you're used to it. I mean, you're not getting surprised by distances all the time, or are you?
I actually am. There are situations where it's like if I'm, again, back to the driving thing, if I'm parked behind another guy at like a stoplight and I'm looking at him and he's moving forward just a little bit and I don't realize it,
Yeah.
instead of him moving, it looks like the world is moving towards me.
Oh, that's disconcerting.
It's a little weird, but I mean, eventually get used to it.
So
I can't really look at like certain 3D objects and have them stay 3D. Sometimes they just go flat.
what if someone throws a football or a frisbee at you? What are your chances of catching it before it hits you in the face?
0. I'm not very coordinated. That's a separate issue, but
well, let's say that you were coordinated and you could get your hands up in time. Can you judge the depth perception of an object coming towards you quickly enough, or no?
Relatively. Again, it's a little weird. It depends on the object. Sometimes I blink and it's just there.
Yep.
And sometimes it can look closer than it actually is or further than it actually is, and it's kind of hard to gauge that distance sometimes. But
Yeah, that's
I
interesting.
can still catch stuff.
I mean, I guess if you know that
But
it's
again,
coming
not
towards you
coordinated.
and you just keep your hands up and kind of clamp down when it gets there. It's funny. I hear
Exactly.
people sometimes in the comment section, or I meet people out in the world, and they're like, "I'm half blind. I'm blind in one eye." And to me, I hear you're half sighted. Like, hey, at least you got one eye working. So
with mine, my left eye is full 20/20 vision, and my right eye, I don't even receive light. It's not black. It's just not there.
that's from birth, right?
From birth. Well, kind of. I was born with a fold in the retina, and then eventually detached.
Okay.
So I saw for like a week, and that messed up all my coordination again.
Oh no. Oh wait, you saw for a week, like at some point in your life, or from like when you were born?
one point in my life, it was around like first grade or something.
Oh, holy crap! Did you like
could
wake up one morning? You're like,
see on
holy
my
crap! That eye works.
Yeah, it was more like all peripheral on my right side.
Yeah.
But then it's like the next, like I got it on Saturday. Next Saturday, the retina's fully detached, and it's like, God,
Oh
dang
no!
it.
Just you got teased. That's kind of rough. Your phone sounds. I feel like I'm being electrocuted a little bit. I'm listening to your phone. It's like, but it was good to talk to you. And it's always fun to hear different people's perspectives. Like I always say, growing up the way I did, being the only legally blind and then blind person I knew, I was always like, it's just me. The world's against me and it's out to get me. But the older I got, the more I realized, and my dad had been telling me this since I was a kid, like everybody's got something. And, it doesn't do any good to compare like my thing's harder than your thing and your thing's harder than my thing. I mean, I met a guy, called himself Red, military guy on the beach. And he's like really into surfing right now. And, nice guy right around in my area. I mean, not nice, like awesome, like more than nice, incredible guy. And he has a prosthetic leg because he lost his leg from the knee down. I think it was, yeah, he has a thing that like clamps onto his knee and he surfs with the prosthetic leg. And to me, balance is everything. Like going out there, like I need balance. But to him, vision is everything. He needs to see the wave at the exact right time and be able to pop up at the exact right moment. So I'm saying to him, I'm like, man, I could never surf with half a leg. And he's like, yeah, I could never surf with no eyes. So everybody's got their own thing. You kind of get used to it. And a lot of circumstances, you wouldn't trade it for something else. Let's see if no way.
At Devil's
it is still
Advocate
working.
2354 said, do feel like sitting under the high tension.
It's a super chat.
At SarahCam7808 tipped $5 through Super Chat. Good evening, Pete. Hey, beautiful chat peeps.
Hey, beautiful jet peeps. What's beautiful? But hello, good evening. I feel like there was either a typo I didn't understand. Hey, beautiful jet peeps. What is my jet?
Agree on that.
Maybe
everyone struggles differently.
But hey, Sarah, and thank you for the super chat. I'm going to put Sarah in
the Goose of Knowledge said at Terminate 1 doesn't have to be Goose related on YouTube.
I'm going to put Sarah in like a super chat timeout. Banana and I were talking about it today. Every show you're donating like $5 or more, and we're starting to feel like bad. I mean, we appreciate it. We love you. We also have, you have a package waiting for Banana to pick up at the store. She said she's going to do it tomorrow, but I've heard we've got a fancy new graphic. Is it already up there? Let me press this button. I think there's a new graphic for the super chat, but it can't be just Sarah donating all the time. You're in a timeout. Don't send us any more money tomorrow. You know what Banana and I were doing last night is people ask like, what do I watch TV even though I'm blind? And I do. Well, I'm not watching, I'm listening to the TV. And I'll tell you, I hate episode number ones. When we're watching a new series, a new TV series, we were just watching, and I was listening to 9 Perfect Strangers on Hulu. And episode 1 is the worst for me. I'm like just nonstop lost because I'm trying to get a sense of what voice is what character, and I kind of like shows that I have a small amount of characters. I hear the voice and I'm like, okay, I know who that is. Like Peaky Blinders had 1 million characters and they all kind of sounded the same because of the accents. And then 9 Perfect Strangers, I was like, great, I'm gonna have to learn 9 voices. At least with you guys with eyesight, you can like look and kind of associate who's talking with the voice. And it takes me like at least 2 episodes to start to understand like who the characters are.
At SarahCam7808 tipped $5 through Super Chat. Don't tell me what to do with my money. Pete Lowe.
All right. I mean, if I could physically put you in a timeout, if I had the technology, I would do it. But if you wanna keep sending us the margarita money, I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. But yeah, like it takes a while and maybe 2 episodes, and I start to associate like that voice is that character. And in movies, they have audio description, which has just been awesome. I didn't take part in it first because I didn't really get it, but there's a ton of movies, like most big movies now, they come out and they have this whole extra track that's telling you what's going on. Recently, I listened to the F1 movie with Brad Pitt, and I wouldn't have known what was going on in all that movie, but there was this audio description track saying like, this character walks into the room and sees the other character. They walk towards each other. One of them grabs a cup of coffee, starts to sip it, and they walk towards the car. They get closer to the car, open the door, and get in. And all that was when no one was talking. So for me as a blind person watching the movie, I'd be like, I don't know what's going on, like at all. So when I'm alone, I will watch audio description films because that extra track helps me know what's going on. However, it's crazy annoying for the sighted people in the room. Like, I don't watch movies with audio description with Banana around because she can see what's going on. And then the audio description is sitting there running and telling both of us what's happening. And she's like, yeah, I know. And then she can't, I'm used to hearing multiple voices at the same time, and she's not. So it's just distracting. And so when she's around, I don't listen to audio description, and I kind of have her fill in the blanks sometimes, but the audio description is amazing. Like, they tell you everything that's going on. It got me thinking the other day, like, I saw a bunch of movies before I lost my eyesight, and man, if I got my eyesight back, I would definitely do things besides go watch movies. But if there were some things that I could see again, like, I have a lot of memories of things that happened to me in my life, but there are certain movies that just stuck with me, like the scenery or the action or something, and I'll never forget them. I mean, number one, I think, would be the Lord of the Rings. And there was so much amazing stuff in there, but right from the beginning, there was the scenery in New Zealand, I think, where it was shot, and they found the best, most beautiful places and filmed them at the best, most beautiful times. And, Gandalf is going through the Shire on his little rickety cart there and going to see Frodo and bringing the fireworks. I can remember that scenery, and it was so beautiful. And getting immersed in a movie like that again, I think I would enjoy that because I do miss it. I mean, the Matrix 2, when Trinity and the Keymaster are on top of the semi-truck, and then they get the key to the motorcycle, and she spins out and shoots off the top of the motorcycle, and there's the sound effect, the music. It sounds like church angels. They're like, ah, and he shoots out and lands on the highway, and she's zooming in and out of the trucks, and the CG combined with the actual film that was shot, that was actually shot in a real stretch of highway that they made just for that movie. And it was incredible watching it. I remember having eyesight and being able to watch that. And a third one that I remember, maybe not as big a movie as those two, but Troy with Brad Pitt. There was a fight scene between Achilles and Hector that was set right outside the walls of Troy. And because there was nothing else, there was no other scenery, it was just desert with sand and gravel and a rock that almost tried to steal Achilles' glory. But there was the wall of Troy, and they had this incredible fight scene. And I specifically remember at one point Hector goes to like stab Achilles in the leg with his sword, and Achilles just kind of steps up over it. And I understand it's all choreographed, but it was beautifully choreographed, and it was just the two of them and some good camera work and things like that. Getting involved in a movie and getting to watch it and being immersed in that scenery. I listen to audiobooks now, but it's not the same. I do miss that stuff. I do miss films.
Aja Waffle said, I'm
anyway.
sitting on my bathroom plunger emoji right now. It's amazing watching the stream with a plunger in me.
Oh, wow. That is quite the
At
message to
devils.advocate2354 said Troy.
fire up on.
At SarahCam7808 said yes, Riri.
They always say it's the dumb bad joke, like what's a blind guy's worst nightmare? Someone leaving the plunger in the toilet. I mean, yeah, that'd be pretty rough. Although the video that I posted today, which I posted kind of against my better judgment, I'm gonna blame Nisha for this one. She really wanted to shoot this because the public bathroom we went to is absolutely disgusting. And I don't know how disgusting it was. I can tell that the video didn't get a whole ton of views today. So I'm thinking maybe it was extra kind of yucky disgusting. So if you watch that and you were grossed out, I apologize. There will be a new video coming tomorrow that does not feature an popo. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Taking phone calls, talking to you guys on this Tuesday evening that is not my birthday. It's just a random day that I'm having a party all by myself. Hey, who's this?
Hey, how you doing, Pete?
Hey, I'm good. Who's this?
It's the Everything Goose.
Oh, Everything Goose. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey, thanks for not exploding me. I know you said that you were going to skip past a couple of people earlier because we were getting too early, but
I did
You know, I just want
secretly.
to talk. I'm bored.
I did secretly skip a couple people in the beginning, and I'm not doing it to be mean, but I know all the regulars get in and fill up the 6 first slots, and I love hearing from everybody. But every once in a while, it's nice to let someone new pop in. But as a member of the Mighty Goose Council, or whatever you guys call yourself, you are always
The Waterfowl Council.
Waterfowl Council. All right, so you're always welcome in. I'm trying to find my water bottle. I'm gonna drop it. There we go. What's going on tonight?
All right. To be honest, I have a question for you.
I love questions.
Okay. I don't know if this is inappropriate or if I should even ask this, but I'm so curious. How do you use the restroom? Because I saw the video that you posted. How do you use the restroom? Like say you just have to go number 1. Do you just like hope you hit it in the right spot, or do you sit down all the time and just hope that somebody didn't flip up the seat?
No, it's a fair question. It's I mean, it's definitely something I do. I get nervous. Like most of the time I'm going to restaurants. Banana and I frequent a lot of restaurants I'm extraordinarily familiar with. I know when I walk in, I take a right, take one step, take a left, and then I'm like right in front of the urinal. And what I'll do is I'll take the top of my cane, because I don't want to be touching every urinal and toilet in this city. That's kind of gross.
Ew.
So
No.
I'll take the top of the cane and I'll kind of like poke. All right, that's the left of the urinal. Poke. Okay, that's the right of the urinal. And so I just kind of line myself up straight and go. And same thing with a toilet, then I'll use the bottom of the cane. I'll just kind of like tap. All right, that's the left of the toilet, tap on the right, find where it is. And sometimes, just to be extra safe and careful, I'll kind of lean my right shin against the front of the toilet just to get a perspective of how far away or how close I am. And then, of course, you get the auditory feedback of once you start to go, you hit water, or you hear water hitting water. And if you start to go and you don't hear water hitting water, then you've got a problem. So you try to adjust really quickly and hope you find that water. But if I tap to the left and right of the toilet and I put my shin on it real quick, I can line it up pretty easily. But the hardest part is going to restrooms that I've never been to before and just finding the urinal or finding the toilet. I'm just walk into a room. I don't know how it's laid out. And sometimes these days, especially now that my vision's, all gone, Banana will poke her head in. She'll be like 3 steps forward and go right. And I don't think anybody's ever given us a hard time, because I'm standing there with my blind guy cane. So if the woman I'm with is poking her head in and giving me directions, I think everybody understands. They might not be psyched that a woman's sticking her head in there, but they get it. And I have on a couple occasions had people be like, hey, you need me to help you find your spot? And I do appreciate that, because it's a little scary. It's a little scary going into a random room and, whipping your stuff out, not knowing exactly where you are.
That is very scary. I could never imagine. Like, imagine you're like not 10 feet away, but you're like a couple feet away from the urinal and you just whip it out and then they go, huh? Or they look at you funny, but you think it's just totally normal. And you start peeing on the floor, and then it's like, oh, I'm in the wrong spot.
Yeah, I mean, like anything though, when now that I've lost my eyesight, you don't really do anything until you're absolutely certain. Like, I'm not going to run full speed in the forest because there's a bunch of trees around. But like, if I'm in a parking lot and my friends tell me there's no cars and I can hop on my skateboard and go fast forward, I'll do that. Similarly, I'm not going to just randomly pee and hope that I'm in front of the urinal. Like, I have to be absolutely certain before I do anything. But I'll tell you, it's one of my bigger stressors. And it's what a ridiculously dumb thing to be stressed out about. But when Banana and I go on road trips, I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to have to pee halfway through this road trip. And I'm going to be scared about finding where I have to go in the bathroom. And is anybody going to be in there? And, I've had one occasion, I'll tell you this much, one occasion where I lined myself up with a urinal. I found the left, I found the right, I knew where I was, I started to go, and I immediately got splashback on me and heard a weird noise. And I was like, what just happened? And what happened was, because I completely freaked out, I stopped. I went for like 1.5 seconds and put the brakes on, and I reached forward, and the urinal had been out of order. And they put like a trash bag or some sort of plastic in front of it to indicate that it was out of order. But I didn't know that. I just felt the left, felt the right, and started to go, and I got splattered. I was like, that sucked.
Now that's no fun. They should add like some kind of plastic on the side, like, oh hey, there's plastic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't get mad about it. Like, I didn't run up to the manager and be like, you didn't make your closed off urinal blind friendly. Because, blind is such a rare disease. There's so few of us walking around. I personally can't get upset when they don't think about me. Like it should, if you had any vision whatsoever, there was a giant, for all I know, it was like a brown or black trash bag in front of the urinal. And that should have been pretty damn obvious. But I just didn't
90% of them were actually clear.
Maybe. I mean, even then, someone with eyes could have seen it. I just, and that's just one of those, I just chalk it up to, oh, well, and I grab a wet paper towel, kind of clean myself off and move over to the next urinal. And the next one I checked to make sure there was no plastic in front of it.
Good one. And then I have some good news. We got a new member to the council.
Oh, who's the new member?
He might be meeting you soon.
All right. Who's that?
Okay. So his name is the Spectacular Eider.
Eider?
Eider. E-I-D-E-R.
Okay. What is a Spectacular Eider?
Okay. So we call him Spectacular Eider, but he's an eider, essentially, which is like a southwest or southeast duck.
Oh, all right. I didn't know.
Maybe Banana could describe it to you.
Can my the chicken that I sit next to, the big red chicken? Can we just say it's a goose and pretend?
Sure, do whatever you want. You're Papa Goose.
Okay.
You're Papa Goose.
And what is it?
Authority over most of us.
And what does an eider look like?
So duck with more details.
More details. Why does a duck need more details?
I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. More vibrant colors, more patterns.
Okay. I mean, that sounds kind of cool, actually. They're putting regular ducks to shame.
Maybe black dots on the feathers here and there.
Okay.
Banana will definitely describe it to you if you ask her.
Okay. Well, I look forward to.
Hold on. Actually. Eider. Let's see.
Are you Googling a spectacular eider or just a regular eider for me?
I'm just looking up a regular eider. So a duck with a bigger honker.
Wait, what did you look up?
Bigger nose.
Wait. Did the internet just say the word honker to you, or did you replace that?
No. I replaced that.
Oh, okay.
Because it's attached to its beak.
Okay.
It's attached to its beak, but it's like right above its beak. So I'm going to call it the honker.
Okay.
Because, big noses are called honk.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. I've been described as having a pretty good sized honker myself.
I don't think so, but up to you.
Well, generally the camera's straight on. I can show people a side view right here. You're on delay, but I'll show people side view of my nose if you want to judge for yourselves. But yeah, go ahead.
So the common eider is a northern hemisphere largest sea duck, known for diving up to 60 feet deep to consume mussels and crustaceans.
Whoa.
And fish along the Arctic, subarctic, rocky coast.
60 feet. That must be pretty cold down there. Subarctic coast. That must be a really, really cold tolerant duck.
Yes. Actually, most ducks at a certain age lose their regular feathers and gain hydrophobic feathers.
How did this become the duck channel? All right, everything, Goose. I think we've reached our max limit of duck talk for the evening. That's pretty funny. I didn't tell you guys. I did return to the water. I took 2 weeks off because of my shoulder, and I know I'm kind of joking, half not joking all the time about how surfing may or may not kill me at some point. And I do feel like that you can die doing basically anything as a blind person. I mean, literally anything. You could walk out in front of traffic. You could step off a staircase that doesn't have a railing, or you could die surfing. And this weekend I did something. I'm not sure if I feel dumb or if it was just extraordinarily unfortunate, but it was almost very bad. Because of currents, I can paddle out, and usually currents are going left and right, east and west. So I'll paddle out and end up in a different spot than I thought I was, which isn't a huge deal so long as I'm out there surfing. It's a problem when I come in and try and find where I used to be if I'm alone. But also, you can paddle out, and then you can get brought in or brought out a little bit. And I was surfing with Nisha, and I knew, and she'd warned me that the waves were breaking kind of close to the shore. But I wasn't really sure where I was on my very last wave. And I went to get up, and I thought I had a lot of water beneath me, which if I had eyesight, I could have looked down and been like, oh, I'm like in a foot of water, which I did not know. And I got to the very bottom of the wave and just completely bit it because it was just a very, very fast wave and I didn't get up in time, and it shot me forward. This is something they warn you about. You can break your neck doing that. If you get shot forward and just go face first into the bottom of the ocean, it'll shoot your neck back and you can break your neck. I actually met a guy surfing. It was the ex-husband of one of Banana's friends who broke his neck surfing, and it was in a spot very close to where I was this past weekend. And what happened to me, I was lucky. What happened is I shot forward, and instead of being at, like this kind of an angle, I was kind of like at this kind of an angle. And what happened is I just skimmed along at the bottom of the ocean. It actually took my glasses and shoved them up into my face, both lenses partially detached from the frames. My hat went off and I got a bunch of sand. It was like the ocean went right across my face. I got sand in my ears and a little bit in my eyes, and came up, and Nisha was screaming, "Oh my God, I thought you broke your neck." Because at the angle I went in, I very well could have. And it's just another one of those million things that I have to keep in my mind. It's a constant challenge about being blind, is you have to spatially orient yourself as best as you can by listening and by memory and by echolocation, as much as that works, and really pay attention to all that. Whereas if you can see, you just look and you say, oh, I'm close to shore. Maybe I shouldn't take this wave. But I didn't know. I got up at a very bad, dangerous spot, and a very bad, dangerous thing happened to me. Fortunately, I just got a face full of sand and moved on. But damn, it was close. It was close. I always thought, like, blindness can't kill you. It's not a disease that kills you, but, like, the side effects of it could kill you. Anyway, let's see if did the text-to-speech lady finally give out? That's kind of a bummer. I just tried to hit the button to see if I could get it back on, and we lasted half the show. I came up with a backup. For the text-to-speech lady. It is on my phone. If I can open it up. If Streamlabs controller. I can go over there and restart it. Or YouTube. Ooh, there it is right there.
Termites are actually one of the largest natural producers of methane on the planet. There are trillions of them, and their collective farts is estimated to contribute significantly to global methane.
Whoa, termites farts contribute to global methane. Do you guys hear that? I think you can hear me that. Maybe I should.
70%, 65%.
Maybe I'll slow it down so you can hear
The
it.
goose of knowledge. Saya fellow goose.
Saya fellow goose.
Beerimer 4978. Yes, Chris. I too want you to get your car back from the shop.
I want you to get your car back from the shop too. I love the fact that there's just like stuff going on in the chat. I actually wonder sometimes, is like, are people listening to me all the time, or are you just doing your own show? Either way, I appreciate your coming by.
At the goose of knowledge, Cinderella is known as Ration Cody in Scotland, Zizala in Italy, and Yashian in China.
Cinderella is known as Ration Cody. Where?
The goose of knowledge, Cinderella is known as Ration Cody in Scotland.
In Scotland.
Italy,
Ration Cody. Why would she be That's a weird name.
It's just a facetitor. No number before 1000 contains the letter A.
Okay. No number but 1000 contains the letter A.
At the goose of knowledge, picture dialed at frontward 457. Damn.
Damn. Frontward says damn.
At Devil's Advocate 2354. Pete's so efficient with technology.
I am efficient with technology. I had a feeling that I thought it was going to be fixed, but I had a feeling it wasn't 100% going to be fixed. So I went with a little backup right here. This is, if I can hold it up, I can show it to you guys. This is the Streamlabs controller. And maybe I pressed that button. There we go. I think that's a zoom. I don't know. I just know if I press this button, I think it gets closer. But the Streamlabs controller has the chat rolling on it so that I can go in there and just touch text-to-speech.
At the goose of knowledge, there is a restaurant in Stockholm that only offers all garlic products.
Ew.
They even have a garlic cheesecake.
A garlic cheesecake in Stockholm. I don't like garlic. I don't like garlic that much that I want a cheesecake made out of it.
Text field. At Honk U5D. Can you cook? If yes, how?
Honk U5D. Honk U5D. That is an interesting name. Can I cook? If yes, how? We covered that kind of in depth a couple episodes ago. No, short answer. I could. I just don't have any interest in doing it. I don't really enjoy cooking all that much. So, there's a lot of things I could do, but you have to dedicate extra time to learn how to do them as a blind guy. And I prefer to go out. I prefer to have pre-prepared meals made, and I don't really like spending a lot of my time cooking. Let me get back to the phone call. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. I'm glad my backup system is working for tech so I can stay in touch with all you out there. And let's see who we got on the lines right now. Hey, who's this?
It is LT.
LT, what's going on?
I got a confession and a question.
Okay.
I am also a goose, and it's embarrassing.
What? Why? Why are you a goose?
I don't like posting. I'm a very private person, so I don't post stuff online as myself. So when I want to take a selfie, what I do is I pull out a sock puppet and try to make the sock puppet emote what I feel at the time.
Okay. I
So
feel like
when I went to mountain biking in Palo Duro, you'll see my sock puppet looking at a cliff about the super steep going down.
Yeah. That's kind of funny. And then the sock puppet, I'm assuming you got his face wide open. He's like looking down, like rah, like excited.
Exactly.
Okay.
There was one time that was legit where it rained the day before. I went to Palo Duro and I went to go mountain biking, but all the mountain biking trails were down. So I went climbing up this steep hill. I thought it was going to be fine, but I went to the top and I didn't know how to get down.
Why is that?
You can't hang on the walls because it's a canyon. It's made out of clay. So every single time I try to put my hand on the wall, it would just fall apart. So it's like I have no idea how I'm going to get down. So I had my goose. I don't even call it my goose. I call it my honker.
Yeah.
It's funnier to say when you whip your honker out.
Yeah.
It's like, so I pull out my honker and I like have that scared goose. I'm like, no, that's actually how I felt. Like I really have no idea how to get down.
That's kind of funny with the sock puppet thing. Do you have an Instagram account with your sock puppet emoting all of your things?
Yes, I'm on Twitter, not Instagram, but if maybe I'll post it tomorrow when we actually do the video.
Yeah, give us a call tomorrow because Brooks and Banana will be here, and I think we've either already loaded or we're going to load up the artwork that you did, and it'll be better with them here being able to describe it.
Oh, and that's also the wrong one. I can't believe I sent you so many pictures, and the final one was the wrong one.
Oh, do we have the right one in the email yet?
No,
or no?
it's fine. It's fine for what it is.
Okay.
It's not going to be like something that we sell.
Okay. All right. Well,
I do have a question though.
Sure, go ahead.
And this is a professional question, like because you're a voice actor. I do a lot of trolling online where I'm changing my voice.
Yeah.
But I always have this bad, like I don't like my talking voice, but I love my acting voices. How do you? I know you have like a switch where you just go on and off, like when you do different voices because you just have that muscle memory.
Yeah.
How do you not go back to your original voice when doing like a radio voice? Because I hear my voice in the background that I can actually see it when I analyze it.
I mean, I think at this point I listen to my voice differently than other people do. And I like to think I had a voiceover coach. It was the best one I ever had, Maurice Tobias. And she was more into the psychology of voice acting. You know, I had speech and articulation therapists that taught me that my name was Peter and not Peta because I came out of Boston. I had other coaches that kind of taught me how to read copy and how to finish strong and certain mechanics of reading. But this woman, Maurice Tobias, really taught me the psychology of voice acting. And she would, even though I'm blind, she wanted me to visualize, if I'm doing a high-end car commercial, she'd say, picture a panther stalking through tall grass. And that imagery in my head would make me read slightly different. And at the beginning of my career, I had the ability to do a lot of voices, kind of like a bad version of a voice impersonator. Like I wasn't doing other people's voices, but my voice would change so differently that if you listen to my demo reel, you'd be like, was that even the same guy? And when you're trying to make a name for yourself and you're trying to be a voice actor, what you need to do is you need to bring different flavors of the same thing, or she described to me different shades of the same thing. If different voices were colors, my demo reel and what I offer shouldn't be brown and yellow and blue and orange and black. She said, just offer different shades of blue so that people always know that they're hearing Pete Guston's voice, but you're bringing different colors and different textures to it. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about more like the actual, is it natural for you or is it like muscle memory? Because mine is like muscle memory. Like I can go to my, I'll do like a Shao Kahn voice from Mortal Kombat, and it's easy for me. It's something I don't think about.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like,
I guess because I float through a bunch of familiar things these days. You know, I do a news read and a sports read and a drama read and a horror read, and I mean, I've probably covered 12 to 15 different genres that I feel comfortable in. I guess I don't really think about it. My brain, you know, is a stalking panther or a revving race car. You know, I still have a lot of imagery that I associate with whatever session I'm trying to do, and I think about that imagery that Maurice helped me come up with, and then my voice just kind of follows. I guess I don't think about it too much.
do you think you're also part natural? Like, do you think it's like you're in that range where you feel like you're like you like your normal talking voice? I hate my normal talking voice. I love my troll demon voices.
Well, I mean, nothing about my voice acting was naturally. It took me years. I mean, I when I very first started hearing myself recorded, you know, at first I was like, oh, I've got the radio voice, you know, because I could get down here and sound deep and, ooh, that's a good sounding. But I had a bad accent. I didn't know how to emote. I didn't have any breath control.
I think I have to disagree. So you had the natural. You just need to be coached because you had the voice. You just need to know how to use it.
Yeah. I mean, even the voice, like where I speak from now these days, like I listen to my old demos from 25 years ago, and I was up here, I was talking, you know, I had a coastal voice. You know, I think a lot of people that I don't like the way I sound because I sound like this. If you can relax your vocal cords and you can drop into your diaphragm, then you can get into this range. And not everybody's going to be as smooth.
That's kind of how I troll, because I can, when I do like my deep voices, it's from a different part of my throat.
Yeah.
And that's why I can just flip like a switch. But I still hear my top end, and sometimes I'll even have my natural lisp. I have issues where I can't get rid of it. But when I'm doing my voice, if I'm like actually watching my recording of my voice, I can see that I messed up before I can. So it's like I know to record it.
Yep. I mean, I could talk voice acting all day, every day. Is it a science? Is it an art? It's a little bit of both. And LT, definitely give me a call tomorrow because we'll hopefully get that thing loaded up. I'll go to my
Taunt you 5D. Your GF wears your face?
my GF wears my face. Why does my GF wear my face?
The goose of knowledge. 1 gallon of pure
I
maple
feel like
syrup
I
weighs
need
11 pounds.
1 gallon of maple syrup weighs 11 pounds. I would guess that. I get maple syrup from a film production company every year that I work with, and it's just like the little thing, and it weighs, and it's got to be like 3 or 4 pounds.
Thursday _Gringatoriana _593. The Argonaut, a type of octopus, has a specialized arm called a hectocotylus that carries sperm. When
What?
it finds a female, the arm breaks off and swims to her on its own.
Is that true? It has an arm with sperm in it that breaks off and swims towards the female? That'd be freaky. Yeah, that'd be. Imagine that. Imagine that going on for people. That'd be super
And
weird.
MF Angel. My GF wears it wary but mostly for photo shoots.
Okay, so his girlfriend wears it for photo
Mr.
shoots.
Resident 316. Like the stream. 3 exclamation marks.
Do they like? They said they like the stream. Can you guys hear that? It's like right next to the
And the goose
microphone.
of knowledge. The only Southeast Asian country that has never been colonized by a Western power is Thailand.
I did not know that. Let me see if I can scroll down.
At Dank MF Angel. Don't tempt her hong.
Don't tempt
At
her.
Mirimer 4978. Makeup is cool. Wish I knew how to do it like professionals.
I don't wear makeup.
Send a message.
Oop.
At Mirimer 4978. Makeup is cool.
Makeup
Wish
is
I knew how to
cool.
do it
She
like
wishes she knew
professionals.
how to do it like professionals. I know that Molly. I met Molly Burke. She and I. She's another blind creator, and she's proud. Where did I leave that? She's proud of her. She like does her own makeup as a blind girl, and I don't know what it looks like, but you know, she does little tutorials and stuff and puts it on. I think she's doing a pretty good job. Can't say I'm much of a makeup guy myself, although we'll see what this says.
At Pokemon Trainer Austin tipped $5 through Super Chat. Thank you for all the live shows, Pete. They've
Well-
become something I really look forward to. I enjoy Blind Guy unboxing as well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Look, our new little logo is working. People are donating, getting their things read out loud with that sexy text-to-speech voice. I love that text-to-speech thing. Pokemon Trainer. What did I hear in the news today about Pokemon? Didn't like Logan Paul buy a Pokemon card for like, I don't have all the facts on this, but he bought it for like 8 million and just sold it for 16 million or something like that. And apparently he sold a share or stakes of the card. And now the people that bought the shares are trying to like figure out where their money is. I feel like there's always controversy, but like, holy crap with the money in Pokemon cards. I've got a whole pile of Star Wars trading cards in my garage. I mean, like hundreds of them. and I don't know if they're worth anything. I should probably get them out of the garage. They're not probably doing that well anymore. I got like original Star Wars, like from the 70s and 80s. I got Han Solo, Luke Skywalker from episodes 4, 5, and 6. I'm dying to know if those are worth anything. I mean, there's like boxes and boxes of these things. I've got Star Wars cards. I've got hundreds of baseball cards. I got Garbage Pail Kids cards. A lot of stuff. I used to collect them when I could see, and that's the funny thing. Even when I could see, I could read the name, a baseball card. I remember this when I was a kid. I'd go and buy the pack of baseball cards, and I could read the name barely. I could see that it said like Jose Canseco, Wade Boggs, but I could never read the stats or anything else. Like my vision was never good enough to really read what was on the card. I'm curious if those are worth anything.
Sarah Cam 7808. Rough day at work. How was everyone else's day?
My day at work was.
MF Angel. Don't tempt her hung.
My day was pretty good today. I woke up with some good news. I booked a huge commercial job, which I'm very excited about. And as you all know, I've talked about it a lot. I'm trying to work more on my commercial acting. I feel like, oddly, this sounds weird. It sounds counterintuitive, but I feel like commercials for voiceovers are more acting than the promos I do. I feel like promo is a voice and a thing, and it's just like like tonight on Fox, it's the biggest event of the year. Tune in at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock Central. Like it's a bad impression of myself, but like that's its own thing. Commercials these days are supposed to be like super natural, natural, like very natural read. And I've been working really hard to deliver honest, believable commercial reads. And I woke up this morning to it. I got the news that I booked a huge commercial job. And so I'm always just trying to push myself. Like, I guess I could do the rest of my career just doing imaging and promos and trailers when I can get them. But I really want to push myself and do as many things as I can. The book that I finished, it's done. I told you last week, Faith Kills, narrated that whole thing for Audible. We got it all uploaded to Audible. The artwork is done. Thank you to everybody that voted on the artwork. We went with exactly what you guys said. We picked the cover that you wanted, and we picked the font that you guys wanted. And Audible is reviewing the book right now, and I'm very excited. Within 10 days, I'm told that it should be available. If you go to my author page on Amazon, if you go to Pete Gustin on Amazon, the book is actually there right now, I think as a Kindle, like an ebook or something like that. But I'm going to get the actual printed copy of the book on Thursday, so 2 days from now. And I'm going to get it published on Audible within, I think, 9 days. So I'm really excited about that. Talking about different forms of voice acting, going from doing short trailers and stuff like that to instead reading 8 hours of a book. I mean, there's two totally different skill sets. I'm very excited to get that out there.
Sarah Cam 7808. Rough day at work.
Wait, did it die? I think this chat died. How could both chats die? Oh, I'm gonna close out of this. I'm closing it, and I'm gonna go. Where is it? Oh, I lost it already. Streamlabs controller. Gonna try and reconnect. Gonna go back to the chat. Gonna go back to YouTube. And
The Goose of Knowledge. Cool Runnings was originally titled Blue Maga and was intended as a serious and heavy sports movie involving life in the Kingston slums.
I did not know that. This Goose of Knowledge has a lot of knowledge.
C2V, watching from Utah.
Watching from Utah. That's where my coach Nisha that I was with this weekend is from. The Utah accent is highly confusing to me. Banana was watching the Mormon Housewives reality show, and at first I thought it was just Nisha, but apparently everybody from Utah mixes up their E's and I's. I remember once I was walking on the beach. I think I did a video of this. I was walking with Nisha, and she's like, "Look out for the heel." And I'm like, heel? Like where I put my heel? Or like, is there a high heel? But when she says heel, she means hill. And the E's and the I's constantly get flipped. And now I have to like quickly translate her accent. It's kind of ironic, me talking about someone with an accent, being from Boston myself. But yeah, I feel like tons of people in Utah do that E-I mix-up thing. What time is it? And when did it is 7:47. I think, yeah, I got plenty of time still. We can go for another little while still. 760-517-6844. When I think of it, we pop into the phones and say hi to everybody. Let's see who we got on the line right now. Hey, who's this?
It's Chris.
Chris, what's going on?
Up? I'm just bored.
You're bored.
Sitting around.
I shall entertain. No, you entertain me. Tell me something interesting.
I took my dog out for a 6-mile walk today, and I feel like a 95-year-old man now.
How long does a 6-mile walk take you? Is that like 2 hours of walking?
Yeah, I was getting paid $60 to do it also, so.
Oh, that's a pretty good deal. What part of the country are you in?
I am in southern Minnesota.
Oh, that was probably very cold during that walk, wasn't it?
It's warming up, but it's just freaking windy. Like, gosh darn.
We have wind warnings here as well. I was told that I can never get out to the beach Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I was told that the wind warnings were just knocking the waves down big time. Think about walking a dog. So my dog is a German short-haired pointer, Steve, and he's got so much energy. Like, his energy gets out when he runs. Like, he wants to run, and that's the only way he can get his energy out. I feel like if I walked with him for 2 hours or an hour, it's just him going like at a slow pace. I don't know if that actually gets his energy out. What kind of dog do you have?
I have a golden doodle, smaller size.
Doodles are cute, and they like listen to commands, and they're not very difficult to train. I feel like is yours a pretty easy dog?
He's what I like to call a smart idiot, because he'll listen most of the time, but there's some lumps in the road. Like, sometimes, like, he'll see like an animal on the TV when we're chilling in the living room, and he'll go freaking berserk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Our dog, Skylar. So I got the two dogs. I got a 60-pound German short-haired pointer, and then the other one, Skylar, is a 9.5-pound Malshi. So she's half Maltese, half Shih Tzu. And today, Banana came home with a tuna fish sandwich, and she took half of it outside and was sitting there eating it outside, and she left half of it on the counter. And Skylar, who's just 9.5 pounds, hopped up on top of a chair, which is 2.5 feet on the ground, then hopped up on the counter, then apparently unwrapped the tuna fish sandwich from the paper it was in, then unwrapped the wrap it was in, separated the tuna fish from the lettuce, and ate all of the tuna fish out of the sandwich without Banana noticing.
Huh.
So that's a clever little dog. She smelled something that she wanted, and she did some jungle jing after acrobatics to get up there. But I was sitting up here doing some voiceovers. I stepped out of the booth, and I heard, "No!" I was like, "What happened down there?" She's like, "Skylar ate my lunch."
Yeah.
So
Butters has been known to do that a couple times. Actually, the other day, I was heating up some chicken wings. I went outside real fast to finish something up I was doing, and I come back. My plate is licked clean.
Nice. Dog got his opportunity and took it. But did he eat the bones?
Yeah, I think he did, but lucky enough that they went down his throat like torpedoes instead of getting stuck.
Yeah, that could be bad if they got stuck in there. Superdog, my Doberman, I think everybody knows at this point, he was a fiend for bread. He used to eat bread like nobody's business. And it was shocking to me. You know, he was an 80-pound dog. He fluctuated between 77 and 80 pounds. But if we ordered like a package of hot dog buns, which fits like 12 buns in there, if you left the bag out, Superdog would he'd wolf it down like before you could even. I don't know where he fit it all. I don't know where he fit it. A couple of times I would reach in there and grab like a whole bun out of his mouth, but that means that he already ate 11 of them. I was like, how do you? And then bread kind of expands in your stomach. That dog loved bread.
MF Angel. Dogs for sure.
Dogs for sure.
457. They hung up on me.
Oh, they hung up on you.
978. I love bread.
I love bread too. I like focaccia bread. You know what was a
Honk U5D. Meow.
Honk U5D. Honk U5D's been here all night. I appreciate that. I love when people stick around. And if you got friends out there, by the way, that you think would enjoy being in the chat, listening to the stories, talking, having their comments read by whatever robot happens to be working, share the video with them. I try and do this myself every Tuesday night and talk to you guys. And then I have Brooks and Banana come in on Wednesday nights. And I mean, every once in a while I throw in another one. But I remember my two favorite breads. I'm talking about if I'm putting them on a burger. I think I'd have to say a pretzel bun is just effing amazing. Like, I don't even know when they invented those. Like, I don't think they had those when I was a kid. I think the first pretzel bun I had was like a Wendy's burger with a pretzel bun. I was like, this is like a game-changing bun. I absolutely love this. And then when I was younger, someone introduced me to potato bread. And I'd always just eaten like regular white bread. Like I liked Wonder Bread. I don't know. Maybe you're not supposed to like Wonder Bread or something, but I liked it. And then someone introduced me to potato bread. And I would take like slices of potato bread, and I just take all the middle part up and roll it into a ball. Just leave the crust, because who wants the crust? And then I just like eat the potato bread. It was such a different bread. I enjoyed it so much. But pretzel is amazing, and a focaccia roll, that's always enjoyable.
_Gringatoriana_593. It is actually possible to cry blood, though it's quite rare.
I've heard that.
Condition is hemolacria.
Hemolacria. It is possible to cry blood. I mean, you'd probably freak a lot of people. I don't know if you were doing that. And I don't know how that happens. I don't know how your tear ducts get blood in them, but I've heard of that.
Word 457. Ooh, you said a cuss, naughty Pete.
I didn't say a cuss, did I? I don't think I swore. I never swear. I'm not, or at least I try not to.
Honk U5D. Blood Ocean.
Blood Ocean Honk U5D. I wonder what the name Honk U5D means.
At 4978. Pretzel buns are insanely amazing.
Yeah, right? There we go. There's another vote for pretzel buns.
Dank MF Angel. Never had that before, Weary.
So, you know what?
At 4978.
What do you guys...
Yes, potato bread is hard to find, but so good.
Is it hard to find? I feel like it's in most grocery stores. All the technology I've been putting into getting the text-to-speech lady to read it out automatically on the... it's fed directly into the board coming from Castor Labs. Caffeinated is the company that makes it. Like, does it matter to you guys? Like, do you care if I just hold my...
Yes, potato bread is hard to... Terminate 1. I read the first 1.5 chapters of Faith Kills through the Amazon sample.
Oh, you did? It's already... Oh, all right. Well, I don't think you're going to like it, Danny. Danny is this is going to be a rough book. My book called Faith Kills. It's going to be I'm not sure that highly religious people are going to like it. Just remember, it's fiction. I'll get into this. I wrote this book 20 years ago and forgot I wrote it. I know. I'll tell you more about it later. I appreciate Danny getting into the first chapter and a half on Kindle, but there's a whole story behind this book. 2006. I sat down 6 weeks, banged out a book, and put it aside, and basically forgot about it until this year.
Devil's Advocate 2354. Good night, Sarah.
Oh, Sarah's going to bed.
5D. Gem Ainsley Payne.
Sarah always says she's going to bed, and then she ends up not being able to sleep and comes back. So yeah, good night. We'll see you in a couple minutes, Sarah, when you realize you can't sleep again.
4978. Good night, sweet S. At 4978. Good night, sweet Sarah. At Honk U5D. Night, Sarah.
Nights. Everybody's saying good night to Sarah.
Thought the chicken was reading comments.
Oh, you know what? The chicken should read comments. I should make it somehow look like the chicken is reading the comments. Brooks is usually the one in the comments section reading the comments, but tonight I got my phone and a little Streamlabs controller, and I think it works. I can hear it. I think as long as I hold it up to the microphone, you guys can hear it. I was trying to do so many complicated ways of making it work, but I feel like this is working out just fine, as long as you guys don't mind me holding my phone up to my face. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Who's this? Danny, what's going on? Are you mad at me?
No, not at all, actually, because I don't mind when people take creative liberties with religion as long as they don't make fun of it.
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't want to. I want to get too much into the book right now because I want to talk about it when people can actually get the real copies. But briefly, I was very, and I'll explain this in a week or two. I was very fascinated with people who become fanatics because of religion and what they will do for their religion because of their fanaticism. And this, not everybody knows this, but the book is based on the Christian and Catholic religion. However, a lot of my views stem from the fact that I was in Manhattan on the day when the planes hit the towers. And so there was a lot in my mind over the years after that would cause people to do something like that. So that was definitely a factor when I wrote that book. But I'm hoping people don't get pissed about it. I mean, it's a pretty serious topic book, but it's also a fiction. It's also a crime drama and a mystery and a murder mystery. So it's supposed to be fun, but the background topic's kind of serious.
I just wish I would be able to read the actual thing because, you know, I ain't got money, so I can't buy the full version. And the first 9 chapters are available to sample on the Amazon page.
If you're a member of Amazon, you can get the e-Kindle book for free. I set the price of that one as $0. So if you have an Amazon account, you can get that one for free.
Okay. I guess I'll try to get that thing because I really do want to read the whole thing because that first 1.5 chapters actually did grab my attention really well.
All right. Well, that's good to hear. I was actually thinking about you as I was publishing it because I know you're a religious person, and I am. I was again, not looking to offend anybody. But it could be a touchy topic. So I'd like to get a copy into your hands. If you can't figure out how to get the free one on Amazon, I have your email now. I'll see if I can get one sent out to you because I'd kind of like to get your opinion on it. And it does get the book that you recommended to me. You said it got dark and crazy. This book gets dark and crazy. So if you're into that kind of thing, this book will deliver that.
Okay, well, I'm really excited to read it.
All right, cool. What else is going on tonight?
Not much. Walking outside right now. I do want to say something about Valentine's Day that happened. It was the day of my state quiz bowl.
Oh,
we took home 3rd place in our bracket, and we were the top public school because all the other ones that beat us were private schools.
Cheaters! They paid their way to the top.
Yeah, we think they need their own bracket, and we watched Planet of the Apes on the way there and back.
Oh,
I think that'd be a movie Banana would like, is the reboot Planet of the Apes movies.
Okay. Not the one with Charlton Heston. You watched the remake that came out like 15 years ago or so?
Yeah, I watched the 2011 movie series. We started watching that. We did the first 2 movies.
Dirty Apes. They made a bunch of those. That was that supposed to get you pumped up for the quiz bowl, or just something to keep you busy while you're on the bus?
Just something to keep us entertained on the bus.
Was there a vote taken? Like, why Planet of the Apes? Did your teacher just happen to like that movie?
No, I was watching on my phone, and like 3 of my friends wanted to watch it with me, so we got it on one of their phones, which was louder, and we just set it up and started watching the movie.
Cool. All right. So 3rd place overall, first public school. How many questions did you personally get?
Maybe around 10 the entire day.
That's kind of a lot of questions, isn't it? How many people are on the team?
5 people at a time. We took 7.
Okay, so 5 people at a time. You got 10 questions, so they're asking you upwards of 50 questions for the quiz bowl. That's pretty serious. This is like
it's 50 questions per round. Yeah.
Per round. Holy crap! What is there any question that particularly sticks in your mind that you remember that you got?
It was about what science fiction language was created for a show and is often used at conferences to converse between fans, and the answer was Klingon from Star Trek.
I knew it. I knew that one. That one might have been a little before your time. I don't know if you were watching a lot of Star Trek. How'd you happen to know that?
I saw this story about a girl who only spoke Spanish and Klingon and a dude who only spoke English and Klingon who met at a Star Trek convention and got married.
No way.
Having only when they started dating, they spoke to each other in Klingon while the guy learned Spanish.
That's kind of hilarious. That's kind of a funny story. I like that.
And I just realized that you made it where if we're on the call, it doesn't kick us out after 30 minutes because I'm at 31:12.
Huh. All right. Maybe the system has there is an AI assistant in the system right now. Maybe it recognizes you as a preferred caller, so it's letting you hang on for a little while longer. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it loves me.
It loves you. Well, I heard the train passing by, so you're definitely out and about for a walk tonight, right?
Yeah, I usually walk around my driveway while I'm doing this.
Well, that's a good way to get out of the house so you don't have Michael screaming. The time Michael and you were screaming when you didn't know you were on the air, that was one of my favorite calls. I mean, I like your calls when you know that you're on, but I also kind of like it when you don't know that you're on. That's always entertaining for me.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'm glad that we can make you laugh.
Glad we can make you laugh.
I want to point out, sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry, you can talk.
No.
Okay, well, Valentine's Day, I didn't have a Valentine, but my friend Luke did, and his girlfriend, who was Valentine too, looked over at one of her friends and said, "Would you want to be my Galentine?" So I looked at Luke and said, "You want to be my Palentine?" And then he said, "Yeah, sure," and threw some Play-Doh at me.
Nice. That's pretty good. Did Banana? I think Banana just walked in here. Is that you, Banana? Oh, okay. You don't want to pop on and talk to people? Danny's on the phone right now. Danny.
Hey, Banana.
He says hi. She says hi. Okay.
Wow, that was fun.
She was just popping in to say hi.
Okay.
Well, thanks for the call. Glad you made it past the half-hour limit, and I'm glad you found yourself a Palentine for Valentine's Day.
I'm glad I got in.
I
had
will.
to restart twice.
Oh my God! All right, I will. Not the stream, right? You're just talking about calling in, right? The stream's been
No,
steady.
yeah, just the call queue.
All right, I hear restart and I have panic attacks about the stream crashing out again. But yeah, I'll email you off of this, and if you can get the free one, cool. If you can, I'll work on getting you a copy, and hopefully we'll talk a little bit more about Faith Kills in the next week or two once it becomes available to everybody. But thanks for checking out the beginning of it.
Okay, well, I'm glad I did because it's a really good book so far. You did great as an author.
Awesome, thank you, Danny. Have a good night.
You too, Pete.
All right, that is Danny from South Arkansas.
Devil's Advocate 2354. Good evening, Banana.
Oh, and Banana said, Devil's Advocate said hi to Banana. You guys like that pace? That
At MF Angel, my GF has been trying to teach me Riri.
I've been trying to teach you
Too.
what?
Banana is such a funny nickname.
Bananas. I mean, I guess I'm kind of used to it. Ooh, 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 ooh.
At Pokemon Trainer Austin tipped $5 through Super Chat. A recent stream of yours inspired me to try Dubai chocolate for the first time. Sadly, I wasn't crazy for it.
Oh
my expectations were a bit high-low.
Whoa! Is all Dubai chocolate the same Pokemon Trainer? Like I'd never had it before, and to me, I don't know what was in the Dubai chocolate that I had. To me, I kept saying to Brooks, I feel like there's like toffee in here or something. That I got this big, huge bar that was like this big. It's super heavy and it's like malleable. It's like Play-Doh. And I mean, I thought it was like the crazy best chocolate I'd ever had. I'm sorry you were disappointed in it. I was just introduced to it. That was the first time I had it on that live with Brooks, I think just like last week. And I've been taking like little pieces of that just like as a treat. And having that over the past week. I try to not be crazy about sweets. I have a sweet tooth. I actually like a lot of different candy, but I won't eat like a whole chocolate bar at once. I'll take like a piece and be like, all right, I enjoyed that. But I like all different kinds of, I like really good chocolate. I like dark chocolate. I'm a big fan of Nerds. You guys have Nerds? Nerds are amazing. I love all sour candies. There's two candies that I literally feel like I have a problem with, like an addiction, like I need help when it comes to these things. And they are Sour Patch Kids sour watermelons. If I open the bag, I eat the whole thing. I'm talking if I open the family size bag, I'll eat the whole damn thing. And the other one is the peach gummies from Haribo. Is that how you say it? Haribo. If I open that bag, I almost always finish the whole damn thing. I have such good self-control. Like I can take a thing of Nerds and be like, just like pour some in my mouth, be good. I can open a package of Peeps, which I also love, eat like one or two, be good. I could eat 2 Twizzlers. I can eat like a fifth of a chocolate bar, but the damn Sour Patch Kids watermelons and Haribo peaches, I have like serious issues with those. I don't know if they put crack in them, whatever they do. They're too good. I love them so much.
MF Angel. I tried it once and didn't read MF Angel. I tried it once and didn't read the label. It had pot in it. LOL.
Oh, he tried something that had pot in it. I mean, that's, you definitely want to check the label if you think that's going to be in there, because that's going to change your perspective of the food. So this is if you guys are tuning in late, this is the text. It's coming directly out of my phone. It's the Streamlabs controller. This app that I've got actually can control the entire app. I wonder, does this thing still working? Look at that. That's the Sony. I've been adding some new, hey, over there, Sony. If it's working, I think it's working. I've been adding some things into the stream, now that we're stable and I know everything's working. We're on the horizontal feed on YouTube. We got the second angle over there. We got the new little logo, telling people to do super chats because they're fun and I like them. And because I take the money and then I take Banana and Brooks out to dinner usually afterwards.
Q5D, MR Big, Cafe Crisp, Kit Kat, Aero, Smarties.
Yeah, what do I like out of those? Smarties are good. Kit Kats are amazing because I'm a weird eater the way I like nibble all my candy. And Kit Kat is a great nibbling food.
Q5D, Coffee Crisp Star.
I don't know what a coffee crisp is. Oh.
Sarah Cam 7808. Pete, it's too fast for us to understand.
No, it's not. That's not too fast. I'm not going to slow it down slower than that. It's already painfully slow. You guys can understand that. And I told you Sarah wasn't going to go to bed. Let me go back to this angle. I forgot where I was for a minute. Somebody remind me tomorrow. I think it was Matea Brown sent me a special breakfast bar, like a special cereal breakfast bar that was specifically supposed to be for Brooks. And I ate it. I ate one of them, and I did it on a blind guy taste test, but I forgot to give him to Brooks. I want to see if I can get him to like put a blindfold on, see if he can identify it. It's apparently a breakfast bar that he said that he used to eat as a kid, and I want to see if he can identify it. Someone remind me. I'm going to forget tomorrow. Like halfway, they're in this room somewhere, so I'll be able to get them if someone reminds me.
At Weirimer 4978. Thumbs up with light skin tone.
Thumbs up with light skin tone. You can understand
At
that,
LBK
right?
5704. Hey Pete, I just wanted to say real quick that your adventures in your day-to-day life are very inspiring. Thank you very much for being that person for me.
Well, that's very nice to know, LBK. I'm glad that I popped on that message right there. It has definitely become my everyday life. I'm back to posting like 7 days a week right now because I'm getting a lot of content out of doing this show, which is thanks to you guys. You guys all being awesome and giving me all sorts of cool stuff to talk about and conversations and the fun chats. And so I appreciate everybody tuning in, especially I've been changing the channel a little bit. And I had no idea. I had no idea how this channel was going to go. I never expected this community to get this big and everybody to get so close and for all of us to be sharing our things. So if people watch this stuff and they take some inspiration or have some fun watching me do my thing, that's cool.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch Bar.
Yeah, that's what it is. I was trying not to say it, but you spoiled the surprise. What if Brooks is in the chat? Now he knows what it is. You gave it away, Sarah.
At Honk U5D. Thumbs up with light skin tone.
A lot of light skin tone thumbs up tonight. I have light skin tone, right? If this was me giving a thumbs up, I have light skin tone. All depends. If it's the summer, maybe I have like medium to light skin tone.
Angel. See's Candy is the best.
See's Candy is the best, and I didn't know that was a national chain. There's one like right behind my house here. Oh, I don't know what they're called, but See's Candy sells this. They're like little barrel shaped things, and they have like caramel they have toffee in the middle, and it's dark chocolate wrapped around it with sea salt on it. Those things. That's another thing that I have a little bit of I can contain myself. I don't eat the whole damn thing all at once, but I have a bit of a difficult time. I will eat quite a few of those all at once. Yeah, anything from See's Candy is pretty amazing. 760-517-6844 is the phone number where I'm remembering to get the phone calls. Hey, who's this?
Hi, this is Rusty, the developer from last time.
Yeah, what's going on, Rusty? How you doing?
Doing pretty good. I managed to fix my inventory system, and I'm currently working on world building right now.
World building. It's funny you say world building just because I finished my doing my most recent novel. I guess technically you are world building when you're creating a book, but definitely not the way that you are when you're doing a video game. I had the strangest comment when I told people in the video that I posted where I said I finished my novel. Someone asked me, they said, since you're blind, how do you world build? And I was like, what do you mean? I didn't even get.
I would imagine it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
For you.
I mean, it's one, I used to be able to see, so I've got all that in my head, but like, I mean, you're creating as an author, especially like you're creating. I'm assuming visual world building, like landscapes and places to go, right?
I'm actually doing like the narrative haunting characters, like the companies that drive the plots.
Okay, so it's kind of the same thing. Like it's you're creating something in your mind for other people to experience. I sometimes I put too much weight in people's comments. Maybe the person just wasn't thinking. Maybe they were a 5-year-old who got their parents' phone. But I was like, I don't need to see to build a world in a novel. I don't know. People confuse me sometimes. Do you have a timeline for when you want to finish the project? Is this something like you're hoping to bang out in 2 or 3 months, or is this something you're going to be working on for like the next 2 years?
Probably something that I'm going to be working on for the next 2 years, because I'm taking my time with this, and I want it to be fleshed out properly for the lore and the way that the game is set up, because the original version of the game was put together very crudely. Like, I didn't have an entire world built around, and the map was very confusing and it didn't make sense.
You know, I had a confusing map. Did you ever play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
I actually never played any of the GTA games.
Oh, it was the last game that I ever tried playing. I had like just enough vision that I could like kind of drive around, and I'd played Vice City, and you could drive from one end to the other in like, I don't know, a few minutes. It wasn't that long. San Andreas, they made it so big that sometimes they'd send you on a mission. I'd be like, well, I guess I'm going to spend 20 minutes just driving to the other side of the city right now. They made the thing like way too big. I thought like it was just too much.
Trying to get that realism and that game, the gameplay time.
California traffic. You're going to get the real experience by playing this. I think I just lost Rusty. That was unfortunate. It's funny. He said he's going to spend the next 2 years working on a project. I don't. Tell me if you guys are like this. When I'm working on a project, I don't have the patience to spend like 2 full years on. I don't want to like work on a project and do like a little bit every day. Like all my novels, and I've done 4 of them now. I've from start to finish, I've done them all in 6 weeks. I think I write them in 3 and edit them in 3, and then I take another. It does take like another like 6 weeks to do the audiobook narration. But I can't just work on like a little bit of a book and then a little, like I need to get into it. And when I wrote that song, which by the way, thank you to everybody that was streaming my song on the streaming services and playing it on YouTube. I didn't notice that the numbers for Underestimate Me, the hip hop song that I did, 10,000 streaming through Spotify and Pandora and Apple Music, and then over 20,000, like 21,000 plays on YouTube, which is cool. But that's another thing. Like I decided I was going to do a song, and then I sat down and wrote the song in like a day, and then I performed it the next day, and then I mixed it on the 3rd day. Just I feel like I lose the flow. It's hard for me to be creative over long stretches of time. Like when I'm going to do something, I need to like really sit down and do it right away. Let me pop back into my secondary.
4261. It always cuts me out at 27 minutes LOL.
27 minutes. Sorry about that, Rusty.
Angel. Anything past 2017 cars have issues you can't even fix yourself.
That's true. So I've heard.
Send a message. Text field. At Rear 4978. Honk honk.
Honk honk.
At Terminate 1. My dad drives a 70-something Ram 1500 and I want that truck to be my first car when I hit 16.
I mean, a 70s Ram sounds pretty good for a first car.
MF Angel. Stick shift is easy.
Stick shift, it's not easy. I actually, one of my best friends, got a 66 Mustang as his first car, and it was a stick shift. And I'd grown up with 2 cousins that drove Corvairs. Anybody know what a Corvair is? And I understood the mechanics of shifting and driving a stick shift. So I explained it to him. I mean, it's a lot of motion. You can't text and drive while you're driving a stick shift. But it's definitely, it's something. What was that noise? This is the strangest noise. Did anybody hear that? That was weird. There's like ghosts in my room right now. I mean, driving a stick shift is complicated, but like anything, you get used to it after a while. Let's see. Banana said I had a few more minutes. Oh, it's 8:15. Let me do one more call, and then we'll see where we go from there. 760-517-6844 is the phone number. Talking to you guys tonight. Appreciate you hanging out with me on this late Tuesday night past Sarah Cam's birthday. Hey, who's this? Or birthday. Bedtime, I meant to say. Hey, who's this?
It's me, Mario Brine.
Mario.
I'm currently watching you live.
Did you say Mario Brine?
Yeah, that's my username on YouTube. Hang on, let me type something in the chat to show you.
It's a me. Devil's Advocate's there right now. No, it's not. Oh.
At the real Mirror Brain.
No, that's not you.
Send a message. Tech at the real Mirror Brain.
The real Remia Breen. I don't know who that is.
At the real Mirror Brain. Hi.
That one's for saying hi.
Yeah, I think that's just a way of saying my name, I guess.
At Devil's Advocate 2000 at Rear 4900.
Wait, is that one's you?
At the real Mirror Brain. Hi. At Honk U5D. Happy Wednesday night.
The real Mario Brine is. I think I heard it as the realm.
At the real, at Devil's Advocate, the real Mirror Brain.
What that was?
Oh, that's what it's saying. The real Mia. It's saying the real Mia Brine.
At the real Mirror Brain. Hi.
Real Mia Breen. That's what it's saying.
At the real Mirror Brain. Hi.
That's funny. The real Mia Breen. The text to speech does not do good with the names because there's no spaces in there. There's a woman who was like donating a lot of money through Super Chat, and her name is Crystal K. Stearns, but the text to speech was like Crystal Stearns. And like, oh, thank you, Crystal Stearns. Yeah, and yours wasn't getting you even remotely close. That's the thing I like about this text-to-speech thing that I've got on my phone right now is I can get them in real time. The other one used to get so far behind. I was like 5 minutes behind. So, hey, at least now I can stay up to date with what's going on right now. But besides that, what's going on tonight? It's Mario.
Well, I have currently been going through a few videos on my feed. Earlier, YouTube was really weird, not allowing me to get to the homepage, but allowing me to go to various YouTube links, whether they were live streams or just videos. Did you have any issues with that?
You're talking just today, right?
Yeah, just today,
Yeah,
like
I had
some hours ago.
Yeah, I had the same exact issue. It was about an hour before I was going live, and I went to go to YouTube on my phone just to go there, and it was like, this video is not available. This video is not available, and like no videos were available on the homepage. Then I went directly to the shorts feed, and it started letting me play some shorts. I was like, great, I'm about to go live on YouTube, and stupid YouTube isn't working. So I'm kind of surprised you all found me tonight.
Honestly, I think it got fixed a bit before you started, but like, can you get an issue that specific with a website as big as YouTube?
Well, did you hear, was it yesterday morning? I think it was Monday morning, X or Twitter, whatever you call it, was like down for like 20 million people. The whole thing went down.
I rarely go on Twitter, so that might be why I wasn't aware of that. But like, I think I remember some weeks or months ago, I remember seeing a short about how the internet was just like, no.
No, we're not going to work today. I remember, and it was like 2 or 3 years ago, and I was very, very, very up in my analytics, and I was like starting to become popular, and every video and every comment was super important. And I posted a video. It was a difficult one. I'm sure I'd done some sort of stunt with a skateboard or surfing or something, and there were zero comments. The video, there was a glitch with YouTube. The thing had like 7,000 views and 0 comments. I'm like, why is no one commenting? And then I finally went into the back end. I got like the YouTube notification. They're like, comments might be disabled on videos that were posted today. I'm like, how does that happen? How are you Google YouTube and you're like, blow that thing? I was so upset because I thought it was going to like kill the reach of the video because no one was commenting. And then all of a sudden, like later in the afternoon, I got a notification on my phone. It's like, you just got 417 comments on your video. I was like, oh, they all came in all at once, huh?
Oh my.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
All at once.
But I think the stream, how long have you been watching tonight?
I think at least 20 or 30 minutes so far.
All right. No problems. Everything's been working pretty good.
On the main page, yeah. On the home page of the main site, like a couple of times some hours ago when I was trying to just like see what was on the feed,
yeah,
it was just like you said, this video is not available.
Yeah.
Like
everything was on. At first I thought it was me. I was like, oh crap. I thought like my internet went out or something like that. But besides YouTube, because I'm going to wrap it up in a few, besides the YouTube issues, what else is going on tonight?
Well, I've been kind of fiddling with a couple of Lego sets that I have on my desk with me. Do you want to hear what they are?
Yeah, I did a Legos video. I did the Lego Beach House, which was extraordinarily complicated. Which ones are you working on?
Well, I currently have on my desk 2 finished sets. One is the Bowser muscle car from the Lego Super Mario series, and one is the Lego Game Boy.
Okay. Ah, the Lego Game Boy. That's so. I'm guessing you're a bit of a Nintendo Mario fan, huh?
Yeah. In fact, my username originally came from the idea of just like Mario combined with Herobrine for a Minecraft skin.
Oh, okay.
And now I actually have the skin on my account. It's just like a basic Mario skin with the eyes fully white.
That's pretty cool. Your phone started to crap out there a little bit. Sorry about that. What was the last Mario game I played? I used to play Super Nintendo, so I guess whatever Super Mario was on Super Nintendo is the one that I used to play as a kid. And then I never played Mario Kart. I think my eyesight crapped out by the time Mario Kart rolled around. It was the very first game I ever got was not a Mario game. I got the first Nintendo, like the regular Nintendo, and the very first game that I wanted to play was Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And this is how old I am and how long ago it was. My parents let me hook it up to a black and white television in the house. They didn't want me hooking it up to the color TV because there was like a thing back when I was a kid. They were like, Nintendo's gonna burn out the pixels of, there were no pixels back then. It was gonna burn out the tube of your television. So it was like an urban legend. There was no internet to check. And so like the parents all thought that the Nintendo was gonna ruin their TV. So my parents let me hook up regular Nintendo and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out to the black and white TV until I finally convinced them. I was like, this is a color game. I want to play it in color. And they let me hook it up to the colored TV. And I remember them being like, you're going to ruin our TV. It's gonna ruin it. Let's see if there's any.
I used to put army men in my dad's boots.
I used to put army men in my dad's boots.
4978. Love you, Sarah. Get some rest and kiss your hubby.
Yeah, I mean, Sarah keeps saying she's going to go to bed, and maybe she will, because I think I'm going
The real Mirror Brain. Intriguing.
Yeah, sorry about that, Mari. The real Mia Breen. Sorry we lost you there, but I think that's going to be it for the evening. I wonder how long I was on. 8:23 p.m. I think I was on for about an hour and a half. There are people that do this for like all day. I heard that guy Hassan does like 8 hours a day. I mean, I love talking to you guys, but I don't know if I have 8 hours of things every day to talk about. But I guess he just like goes through the news and reacts to it. That's the last thing I want to do. I do want to talk to you guys about aliens tomorrow, though. I have some thoughts on aliens that I want to talk about. And so we'll bring that up tomorrow. Brooks will be here tomorrow. Banana will be here tomorrow. There's my button. There we go. Hopefully you guys could bear with, didn't mind my text-to-speech coming out of the phone. I feel like that was, at least it's stable. At least it worked. Thanks to everybody that popped in. Thanks for the super chats. I love the opportunity to connect with you guys. Really enjoy doing these shows. It's been a whole different direction for me this year. Let me go out on a different angle here, if this camera is actually still working. Thanks to everybody that chatted, that super chatted, that called in. Sorry I can't get to everybody every night, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back with Banana. I'll be back with Brooks. We'll be back at 6 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, whatever that is, wherever you are. I hope you can join us, and I hope to continue growing this show. The bigger the crowd, the more fun we can have. So share with your friends. Tell your friends. There's this guy, Pete. He's a blind surfer. Does a live show. Check it out. All right. Till tomorrow, guys. Have a good night.